Hey, good morning, everybody. Pastor Zach here, getting to spend some time with you this morning. Happy Halloween, happy Reformation Day. Those seem to be two weird things that fall on the same day. Halloween, where we put masks on, where we hide, where we be silly, where we scare others, where we do all of those things. Yet at the same time, Reformation that is seeking to always being made new, where it calls us out to see ourselves in light of God's grace, to embody that, to be instructed and encouraged by that, and to live faithfully forward in that. And so, how do we use that? How do we figure that out through that weird coincidence? I think it's about living anew. I think it's about trying to figure out what does it mean to live faithfully, to understand, to work as God calls us to find ways forward, to see our past, to see our experiences, to not negate those, to not forget those, to not just ignore it, but to realize that those experiences are a part of us, that our faith, that our understanding is grounded in those experiences, and that as we live anew, we can learn from that past, not just our own experiences, but others, so that we can find ways to hopefully not make the same mistakes, but at the same time to live faithfully, to be encouraged by and encourage one another to hold fast to where God is calling us and to live into the world around us. Those were sort of some of my initial thoughts for today. As always, it's time for questions and comments, for thoughts, for smart remarks. Heck, for trick-or-treating. I'm so excited that just across the street in a little while, our elementary school kids will be parading around in their costumes, and our high school band will be there, so my daughter will be there, so I'm going to go over there and get to see all of our youth from over there, and to celebrate with them this day. But it's also that reminder that is a reminder that through God's grace we are being made new, and that we are called to live anew, to find ways to move forward, to live in community, to challenge one another. One of the important parts of the Reformation was that it challenged the understandings. It challenged the expectations. It challenged the leadership to be better, to live more faithfully, and to find ways to experience, to have those experiences, to live into that. And the whole purpose was to grow more fully, to understand more, to find ways forward, to live more deeply into our calling, into the faith that God offers us. And I think it's so important that we take those moments, those opportunities, these moments, these opportunities to see, what does it mean for God to call us out? What does it mean for us to be humbled? What does it mean for us to live with one another in community, to grow and to be challenged, to allow that opportunity to find ways forward, to support one another in times of grief and struggle, and to celebrate with one another in times of joy. I'm looking forward to this Sunday. I think it's going to be challenging. I know it's going to be challenging for me, but this Sunday we're doing services of lament and hope as we give thanks for All Saints' Day, as we give thanks for those who have gone before us into life eternal this past year. But also we're doing a service of lament, a service of grief, to lament and grieve those experiences, those relationships, that pain, because part of those experiences is living through it. We have to go through grief. We can't push it to the side. We can't ignore it. It just doesn't work that way. And so hopefully this service will allow us to begin that process. And that is why it's a service of lament and hope, because I am hopeful that we will continue forward, that we will use this experience along with others to grow, to deepen our faith, to deepen those relationships, those connections, that ability to move forward and be strengthened, and to be enlivened by the community that we are continuing to try to build here at AELC, and the support of the surrounding community that we have. I think it's vital for us to have those opportunities, to be strengthened by that, to live into that, and to live in hope as we go through these days ahead. Much as many of our children will be living in hope as they go out trick-or-treating tonight to get bags full of candy. So I encourage you. I encourage you to have fun tonight, but I also encourage you to reflect, to see how you have reformed and are continuing to reform from this last year, to be encouraged and strengthened for the work that God has in store for you. Yes, you, because we are all part of the work of God, even in our struggles, even in our uncertainty, even in the challenges that we face together and as individuals. We are called to be uplifted and to find hope in the midst of all that is going on. I want to thank you all so much for spending these few moments with me today. As always, I invite you to share your comments, your questions, your thoughts down below, or if you have something you would like me to focus on some Tuesday morning, feel free to leave that, and I will do my best to connect and have that as a main focus that we can talk through one of these weeks. If this impacts you, I invite you to share it. But I also invite you, whether you are on site or online, to join us this Sunday as we go through All Saints Sunday, as we go through our service of lament and hope, and as we seek to deepen those roots of relationships and to be strengthened for the work that God has for us together. Thank you all so much for spending some time with me. I look forward to seeing you this Sunday on site or online. Happy Halloween. Have a great day, everybody. God bless. We'll see you soon. Happy Reformation.